Pump it. Pump it again. And again.
What the bloody hell is going on? The shakeout wasn't finished yet. Why haven't we crashed it?
Keep up, Jacob. This is all within expected ranges.
No. Recommence the dumps. Continue the black swans. Accelerate it. Bounce the dead cat. Pull the rugs. Build back even better. Activate the cyber pandemic. I'm in charge here. But the shadows.
It is not yours to take, Bog. The truth will set us free. It must.
In the year 2028, one Big Mac will equal $1 million. From the Gospel of John McAfee. Bro, just learn to code. The Project Freedom Podcast.
Hello and welcome. Happy Monday, guys. It is me. I'm lazy today, so I'm sitting down. I hope that's okay with you guys. What's that? It's not? Too bad. Welcome to the Project Freedom Podcast, yet again. And we're here today to talk about why did Elon Musk tweet about selling his stonks. It's kind of a like a strange thing that he was talking about. Like, well, actually, guys, let's just get into it, guys. Let's just go right into it. May as well, right? May as well. So if you guys haven't seen this tweet right here, let's see. I'll just show. I wonder if I'm going to get in trouble for showing this article. It's an RT article. Man, it's kind of a shame that I have to be afraid to like show a fucking news article. Good grief. All right. So guys, here we have in the article from RT, your boy Elon. So Elon Musk speaks out after internet votes yes to him selling 10% of Tesla stock. And in the article, as you can see, Elon Musk followers voted yes to the billionaire selling 10% of his stocks in the Tesla this weekend. And as he promised to stick with the outcome of his controversial Twitter poll, Musk, the CEO of Tesla, the world's richest man, I don't think he's the world's richest man, put the decision on whether to sell his stonks to a Twitter poll on Saturday and a pledge to abide by the results of the poll, whichever way it goes. So over 3.5 million people voted on this poll, quite a lot of people. And here's the tweet that he said, guys. Here is the tweet itself. And Elon says, much is made lately of unrealized gains being a means of tax avoidance. Whew. I had to cringe reading that. So I propose selling 10% of my Tesla stock. Do you support this? 57.9% people said yeah. All right. So I have some theories as to why he is like doing this. Like, okay, guys, call me crazy. Do you guys really think that this guy, that Elon, cares about humanity so much that he feels that because he hasn't sold his Tesla stock, that he's preventing the world from having access to the funds from his unrealized capital gains, that he wants to just sell this 10% of stock just to help people out? You're talking about the same guy who has used Twitter as a means to basically pump and dump different markets and, quite frankly, make some people lose lots of money. I don't know. I don't think so, but hey. You know what? What's also sad to you guys? I actually I used to really look up to Elon, and then around December of last year, when he started doing some weird stuff on Twitter with Bitcoin, like, it was cool. He bought Bitcoin, and we had a little pumperooski because of it. And he was like, "Oh, I'm all into Bitcoin," and then immediately changed his mind. I started like thinking, like, why would you do that? It doesn't make sense. And then I started looking into the guy more than just what was on the surface layer. And he's, as an engineer myself, I looked up to this guy because he was a self-made billionaire who was an engineer. Well, turns out he wasn't so self-made. He came from a rich family in South Africa, one of the elites, the elite family of South Africa's, or elite families of South Africa. And he didn't even really do any engineering behind anything at Tesla. He just merely bought it from other people. And so after realizing that, I'm like, man, I don't even know if I trust this guy. Like, is he really that cool? Probably not. Then it says, explaining his decision to consider selling out the stock, valued at $21 billion, Musk said that since he doesn't take a cash salary or bonus from anywhere, the only way for him to, quote, pay taxes personally is to sell stock. The poll angered many social media users who accused Musk of devaluing the company's stock and reportedly prompted concerns among the electric car makers' shareholders. Wonder why? Because they're going to lose money, right? If they're holding the stock, they're going to lose money. Sam Perchinsky says, "Oh my God, it's dumping." Yes. Just dump it, bro. Just dump it. Creamu says, dump it. Elon Guava Musk says, "My Lord Josh, what the bloody hell is going on? This wasn't the plan. We agreed on Guava coin. You must end this and activate the Guava pandemic." That's got to be someone I know. Don't worry. Guava utility token will come, my friends. Wade and Marina House. Good evening, everyone. What up, dude? Good to see you in here. Virons 4. What's up to you also, my friend? Nonstop Dre 360 says, would this be considered manipulating the markets? I mean, what is the Tesla price right now? Has it gone down? What are we? Down at 4.92% on the day. I mean, it's already apparent that this guy doesn't really give a rat's ass like what his tweet. Like, okay, you know what else too? By the way, his tweets about Bitcoin and Dogecoin are pretty much ineffective now. So I think he lost a lot of his power doing that. But I don't know, man. If there was ever a person that could be considered like able to manipulate a market with his fucking tweets, and that person is a very wealthy billionaire, you would think that regulators who try to make all these weird rules that actually don't really end up helping people would care about something like this happening and would tell him don't do it, or they would fine him if they really wanted to help people, right? If they really wanted to help people. Do they want to help people? I don't know. Sam saying yes, says bearish on stonks, bullish on honks. Me too, dude. I'm super bullish on honks right now. Oh no, sounds like a certain guy behind the CFI company. Maybe. So he's basically the modern day Thomas Edison that bought companies and patents. I don't know. Like, I is Elon as intelligent as Thomas Edison? I really don't know, dude. I really don't know. Like, he okay, so he didn't do any engineering behind anything in Tesla. He bought the tech. All right, so that's a certainty. He most certainly did come from a wealthy family in South Africa. That's a certainty as well. And like, I don't know if that would make him. I mean, I don't know. Did Thomas Edison have that criteria? If so, then I guess so. But I think Thomas Edison was kind of like a an actually smart and productive guy for society, right? Martha went to jail for less. Yeah, dude, she did. She did, dude, didn't she? Why did you say that name? Cody Moose says Christian Soto. Rhymes with Felix Petinsky. Yes. All right, so let's get into this again. Here's just a random. I think this is a certified lover Troy. It says, as a Tesla shareholder, I'm nervous. LMAO, haha, I'm so nervous, haha. Assuming Musk does not sell the stock as promised, it will still only be a fraction of his 318 billion estimated net worth. Well, all right. When you get a bunch of Tesla stonks at the original price of $6, like, you know, I would think that you'd be okay if you had to sell some of them, right? 10% of them. But hey, what do I know? What do I know? I'm just some guy. I'm just some guy. Now, okay, so back on to that question I was asking you guys. Do you guys really think that he would do that because he cares so much about humanity? I would say no. I would say no. Maybe I'm being biased. But I think, guys, if you think just a little, if you go maybe into that second gear thinking, you might come up with an answer too that's similar to mine, guys. You just might. Now, okay, there is a semi-conspiracy about the reasoning behind it, why Elon is actually doing this. And then I'm going to share with you guys. So I'll share with you guys this. And then we can then I'll share with you a third article. All right, guys. And the third article I'll tell you guys is the one that I believe is the real reason why he's doing this. Okay. But some of you guys might think that reason is what we're about to show right now, for the real reason. All right, everyone here know who Mr. Michael Saylor is? I'm sure you all do. So, this is an article from yesterday, November 7th. Michael Saylor says Bitcoin will protect Elon Musk's, I like how this is all one word, Elon Musk, Tesla against inflation. So the CEO of MicroStrategies, and that's Michael Saylor, guys, if you don't know, the CEO of MicroStrategy, suggested Elon get into Bitcoin to protect Tesla against the increasing inflation. So, I mean, first of all, Elon's already into Bitcoin, but just hold on. Just hold on, guys. Let's finish this. Elon Musk, CEO of Tesla and SpaceX, and also a supporter of Dogecoin community, on the 7th of November, Elon Musk tweeted a poll that suggests blah, blah, blah. So then they talk about this. Here's the poll, all right? Hey, guys, should I sell 10% of my stocks because I want to really help out humanity? Elon also confirmed they will follow the opinion of the poll, and probably Elon will sell 10% soon because of the time. Writing this article, 60% of people supported Elon Musk to sell 10% of his stonks. But here, Elon Musk shared his concern on the new tax system, which will impose a direct tax of 20% in hand cash over the gain through Tesla stocks. But Elon doesn't want to pay 20% tax in this way, so he was unable to decide whether he should sell or not. After the tweet of Elon Musk, the crypto community started to suggest Elon to buy Bitcoin or crypto assets. And so I think there was a tweet. Yeah. So Michael Saylor replied to this tweet. Here comes Michael Saylor. If the goal is diversification, an alternative strategy to consider is converting Tesla balance sheet to a Bitcoin standard and purchasing $25 billion in Bitcoin that would deliver diversification, inflation protection, and more upside for all investors in a tax-effective manner. Well, I mean, can't really argue against that. I mean, I guess some could, but all right. But here's the caveat, guys. All right. So Michael just popped his little head again and was like, yo, dude, you should actually try to, use that money to buy some Bitcoin. But look at this tweet here from December 2020. Michael Saylor replies to Elon and says, if you want to do your shareholders a $100 billion favor, convert the Tesla balance sheet from USD to BTC. Other firms on the S&P 500 follow your lead, and in time, it would grow to become a $1 trillion favor. Back in December last year, guys. And obviously, Elon, first of all, Michael's the guy who basically led Elon through the process of buying Bitcoin for Tesla. But Elon replied, so it's not like he didn't know that this message was sent to him. And he says, are such large transactions even possible? Well, we know that they are, but yeah. Elon Musk Bitcoin inclined. Elon Musk is already a Bitcoin hodler, and also they gained huge profits through Bitcoin holdings. Recently, in a tweet, Elon Musk tweeted that he owns only Dogecoin, Bitcoin, Ethereum. I think that's all that we can get good information from that article. All right, so there you go, guys. That wasn't the first time that Michael Saylor had suggested that to Elon, right? So, okay, all right. So this is me speaking as me, and I'm not Elon. I'm Josh from Elon Program. But if I had that much money in a company's name and all this craziness was going on in the world right now, and my sole goal wasn't to maximize my personal profit and something personally for myself, if my goal was indeed to have the best thing in mind for the business, I would have most certainly done that. Maybe I might not have sold all of the company shares and bought Bitcoin with it, but you best believe I probably would have bought more than they did already so far, because we know Tesla already owns Bitcoin on their balance sheet, right? But the thing here is to note is that Tesla gained more profit in 6 months from holding Bitcoin on their balance sheet than they have ever selling cars. That's pretty notable, right? That's pretty important. And you can't ignore that. You cannot ignore that. So if indeed that did happen, would that make their stock shares more valuable or less valuable? Now, I don't think that's the reason. I don't actually think that's the primary reason why he's trying to just sell 10%. And I'm going to share an article with you guys in a second. And I believe that this article actually portrays the real reason, or a more realistic reason. But that's not to say that it's out of the realm of possibility for him to take some of that profit and buy Bitcoin with it. We know they've already done it before. We know that if we went back in time and you did the math and they actually did do that prior, that it would have been a $100 trillion favor, or it would have been a much larger favor than almost anything else he could do for the company, right? Solo says, don't beat. Hopefully he doesn't dump it. So what is this real reason, guys? What is the real reason behind all this? The real reason, I think, and I gotta say, guys, I gotta apologize that we are going to use an article from a centralized news network, but sometimes it do be like that. All right, just sue me, okay? Oh no. No pop-ups. CNBC. All right. Elon Musk faces a oh my God. Somebody go take one of the CNN or CNBC devs and drop them off the 50th story balcony of a building in a video game, not in real life. All right. You know what? I'll do it. I will allow you, CNBC, this one time. I will allow you this one time to have no ads on this page. All right. Just once for the stream. All right, guys, I'm doing this for you. So Elon Musk faces a $15 billion tax bill, which is likely the real reason he's selling stock. I mean, that would be a pretty good reason too, right? So out of all the billionaires in the world, Elon is probably the poorest billionaire. And I'm not facetious when I'm saying that. He has like no real wealth or value outside of his Tesla stocks. And it's not to say that the value of those stocks aren't real, but he doesn't. It's not like he has like $100 billion of cash in his bank account. Okay. Most of how Elon has paid for people, like plenty of rich people who are not rich, but wealthy people who own assets, he is able to have cash or have the ability to purchase things and live a good life because he'll take collateralized loans against his assets. All right. And Elon has admittedly done so, which is actually, the smart thing to do, because when you take out a loan against an asset, a collateralized asset, you pay $0 in tax on it because loans are tax-free, as opposed to him selling stuff, having to pay taxes on it, and then losing those assets. Well, you could just pay them back over time, keep the assets, and then you had to pay zero taxes, right? So let's see what this says. Key points here, and this is by Robert Frank. And this guy, so I don't like centralized news networks, but I know this guy has done, I did a little bit of research on this guy. He's done some pretty good stuff in the past. So, maybe Mr. Robert Frank, at Robert Frank's not such a bad guy. Elon Musk faces a tax bill of more than $15 billion in the coming months of stock options. Musk asked if 62.7 million Twitter followers over the weekend whether or not he should sell 10% of his holdings. The looming tax bill makes a sale of Tesla stock this year likely, regardless of the outcome of the Twitter vote. So, I mean, they're saying here in the article that he was most likely going to be selling anyway, regardless of the Twitter vote. And that's why I'm like, dude, come on. Like, don't make this like virtue signaling Twitter poll so people can like, you can pretend like you're some kind of like virtuous and nice guy. We know you're not, dude. We know you're not. Tesla CEO Elon Musk faces a tax bill of more than $15 billion. It's just a repeat. All right, so there's his tweet again. So the real reason, or the reason why this author is proposing, is that he has a tax bill of more than $15 billion coming up, and Musk was awarded options in 2012 as part of a compensation plan because he doesn't take salary or cash bonus. All right. His wealth comes from stock awards and the gains in Tesla's share price. The 2012 award was for 22.8 million shares at a strike price of $6.24 per share. So do the math, fellas. Do the math. 22.8 times 22.8 million times 6.24. Holy smokes. Tesla shares closed at 1,222.09 on Friday. All right. So now do 22.8 million times $1,222.09. That's quite a bit, guys. Quite a bit. Meaning his gain on the shares totals just under $28 billion. $28 billion. Holy fuck. Is he the richest guy on earth? Is he? The company has also recently disclosed that Musk has taken out loans using his shares as collateral, and with the sales, Musk may want to repay some of those loan obligations. So that part doesn't make sense. Like, why would you want to, like, if you're using collateralized assets to take out loans for, why would you then sell your loans to pay for the assets? Because then, like, I don't know. That part didn't make, I feel like you would, at that point, you would just, I feel like if you're going to do that, you should be paying those loans back through income, not just selling the assets afterwards and then using that money. Because that actually would, that would kind of make, that would not make sense, right? You could have just sold them in the first place. Defeats the whole purpose. As Tesla noted in its third quarter Securities and Exchange Commission's 10Q filings this year, if the price of our common stocks were to decline substantially, Mr. Musk may be forced by one or more of the banking institutions to sell shares. So he might get margin called, sell shares of Tesla common stock to satisfy his loan obligations. If you could not do so through the other means. All right. So maybe, guys, maybe he also knows that, or maybe this dude is kind of sensing that the stock market may not be continuing on its upward spiral for much longer. And maybe he fears that he's going to get margin called. I don't know. Max Nisas says the poorest billionaire. I'm sure the interest rates he's getting are near federal lending rates. Yeah, maybe so. Yeah. They've got to be low. I mean, it is Elon Musk, right? Not like anyone's going to give that dude like a 20% interest rate, right? So I get that. The options expire in August of next year. Yet in order to exercise them, Musk has to pay the income tax on the gain. Since the options are taxed as an employee benefit or compensation, yikes, they will be taxed at top ordinary income levels, or 37%, plus the 3.8% net investment tax. He will also have to pay the 13.3% top tax rate in California, since, Jesus Christ, the options were granted and mostly earned while he was in California's tax rate. Well, does that still work if you just move to another state, though? Combine the state and federal. Damn, I bet he's regretting living here now. The state and federal tax rate will be 54.1%. Oh my God. Ow. So the total tax bill on his options are, the current price would be 15 billion. Okay. I mean, shit. Musk hasn't confirmed the size of the tax bill, but he tweeted, "Note, I do not take cash salary." Oh yeah, we know you don't. At the appearance at the Code conference in September, Musk said, "I have a bunch of questions or options expiring early next year, so a huge block of options, blah, 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 blah." All right. I think that's enough from that article, guys. I think that is enough. So what do you guys think? What is y'all's opinion? Like, do you guys think that Mr. Musk might feel like it might be a time to get out? If there was ever a time, it might be now. Maybe, right? Maybe. I mean, it would make sense, right? I don't think Elon is an idiot. He's obviously very smart. Like, you can't just become one of the world's richest people without having some sort of peanuts upstairs, right? But maybe he does end up taking some of that and buying more Bitcoin with it. But at that point, that's how you know Michael Saylor is truly like a selfless guy. Michael Saylor, I think, MicroStrategies, they own like the second or the third world's largest company Bitcoin bag, and Tesla would then surpass them with it. So Michael Saylor will lose that throne, right? Cody Moose in the Hoos says, "You think they run Elon's credit at the bank?" Probably not. No, probably not. I would venture to say definitely not. I'm genuinely curious. I mean, dude, it's fucking Elon Musk. Like, if I was Elon and I went to the bank, I'd be like, Are you really checking my credit score right now? Get on your knees, peasant. Get on your knees and unbuckle the belt, you fucking peasant. Wow, California made sure they got their cut, LOL. Yeah, of course. Right, of course. They don't deserve that money either. That government does not deserve that money. The Bog twins gave him the heads up. And before Elon has a 280 credit score, I doubt it, dude. Because, like, what? He could just sell, I don't know, 0.25% of his stonks and pay off any kind of debts. Maybe. Oh, I don't know. Maybe he has a lot of debt. Who the fuck knows? I would think so. Actually, he might, because if his income, he doesn't take a salary or bonuses from Tesla, and a majority of his income is from just stock options. It's a lot of loans he's got to take out to get by, right? Bring It On says, imagine being forced into being liquid just so you could pay taxes. Yuck. Yeah. That would be what's going to happen to a lot of people if that is put into if that tax bill is put into action, right? Corey H. Grover, go to government, says great content. Thank you, man. Thumbs up the video, you degenerates. Yes, please. Like, so another, what you said here, Mr. Bring It On, another perfect reason, guys, as to why Bitcoin, and cryptocurrency is so important. Like, we finally have a technology for the first time in our lives that is a real form of money that they can't take from you, can't inflate to infinity beyond. It's an honest market, right? And, you know, if we take a look, why don't we just take a look at this right here? We take a lookarooski. Oh boy. Nope, wrong one, computer. If we take a look at this right here, guys, I mean, I think, guys, let's refresh that. It's got to be older. Yeah. All right. I think right here, this is, so this way, I got a point. This, ladies and gentlemen, this right now, this isn't because, okay, a lot of it is because of what this technology is, right? But the reason why these prices can move so insanely fast is a direct reflection on the sentiment of not just the United States economy, but the world's economy. This is an honest market, whereas the stock market, a little bit less honest, right? A little bit less honest. So, I mean, you could argue and say, hey, yeah, like whales, like they can pump and dump the market too. But we can see when they do that. Because blockchain, duh, right? Because of the blockchain, we can see, everyone can see it. You can't hide or pretend that you're not doing something intentional, which is obviously intentional. Can't do that in the stock market. And this right here is a direct reflection on people literally abandoning ship. So the other day and the other weekend, I was getting kind of like too good to be true vibes. I think I had some PTSD. But like, the more you think about it, if you actually sit there and think about it, it doesn't make any sense, guys. It doesn't make any sense for this not to continue on, at least temporarily, happening. Because what is happening to our economy? Like, our money is worthless. Nobody is working. Pretty soon, even less people are going to be working. Mark my word on that. That's not a lie. That is not a lie. I will come the day. We already can't find anybody to do anything for work. All right. Hands down. The day that it gets significantly visibly worse, I'll come on here live and say, hey guys, I told you so. But we finally have technology that makes life better for the average person, or at least has the ability to. Otherwise, the old quote, have fun staying poor thing. But do you guys think that all throughout humanity, we have the discovery of the fucking fire? You think people are like, oh, I'm just going to continue to bury my food in the ground like a dog so it can ferment and my stomach can handle the, there's some good bacteria can grow and the bad bacteria and I can not die when I eat it. No, they cooked their fucking meat and they were able to spend less time having to get that figured out. You think when they had the agricultural revolution that everyone was like, nah, we're just going to all, or sorry, when we had the industrial revolution, they were just like, nah, we're just all going to stay farmers. Sorry. You got these machinery things. There's definitely not anything else to do in life. We're all just going to stay farmers. We're all just going to stay farmers. And we're not going to utilize this new technology to make our lives better. When the phone came out, when email came out, do you think people were like, man, we're not going to use that newfangled email device? Whew, that's fake internet mail. That's just fake internet mail, guys. Just fake internet mail. Who would ever use that? I mean, people did say that, but how long were they still saying that for? Are they still saying that now? No. Most of you guys watching probably have more email accounts than you have physical mailing addresses, right? I think email is way more useful than regular mail now. Hindsight is 2020, though. My face is ready to be melted. Mine too, dude. Mine too. Nonstop Dre 360 says, what other areas of Texas do you recommend besides Fort Worth for relocation? Is San Antonio and Dallas good areas to relocate for tech jobs? Okay, so you mean for tech jobs. I couldn't tell you as far as living because I haven't lived in Texas, but I do believe San Antonio does have a pretty decent amount of tech jobs there. Dallas, Fort Worth area definitely does because we went over that in the stream. But the truth is, Dre, you can nowadays you're gonna be hard pressed to find a job in tech that isn't remote, dude. The last 3 guys from Developer Direction that got jobs, all remote. Everybody that joins Developer Direction, and they're like, hey, but what about you have to relocate? And I'm like, no, literally 99.99% of these jobs are remote. People don't believe me, and then they go to try to interview, and they find out that they're all you have to look for. There is the occasional one that's not, but you have to look for it, right? Or it's just not a commonality. Yep, 67K, my friend. Spark 55 says stocks are a lot less honest. Yeah, man, 100% agree. Bring It On says Bitcoin equals freedom, equals responsibility, equals people hate it. People are too lazy to take responsibility. Yeah, man, I agree. Nobody wants to be responsible, right? And plus, too, what have we been taught our entire lives? Our entire lives, we're taught that our quote-unquote money is supposed to be given in custody to some other third-party entity, a bank, and not be taken care of ourselves, right? Cody Moose in the Who says San Antonio's all right, more Mexico-like, but I like it. Austin is a bigger tech city, but I'm in Austin. Oh, but it's Austin. Yeah, politically wise, I think the Austin area is instead of just saying let's just say that Austin is they politically lean towards the ice cream side and not the orange side, I would say, or not even a healthy intermediary. Just the ice cream side mostly. So if you're not an ice cream side enjoyer, if you're not the average ice cream side enjoyer, maybe you're just the average neutral side enjoyer or even the average orange enjoyer. I don't think you would like Austin as far as the people, but it is a nice city though. Soon, the normies will say, the bugs took our germs. I hope not. Eat the bugs. Plus, 90% of jobs are remote, so you're not really tied down to local. Yeah, 100%, dude, 100%. My job is HQ'd in Colorado. I live in Texas. A few employees are in the UK. The last like 4 years, 3.5, 4 years, I was remote. So like I was remote even before the Crab 19 was initiated, right? So it's not in tech, especially in developer related roles, it's not uncommon to be remote. In fact, you could even before I was like fully remote, I lived in the city that had the office location in that city, and you maybe go into work like one day a week. Everyone would just be like, "Hey guys, just letting you guys know, I'm home this morning," and like everyone would just end up staying home anyway. So no regrets. Yes, Kyle, no regrets. I literally have gross recruiters that say quote unquote hybrid. Cody Moose. I think we all would want to do that too. We all would want to do that too. Cody Moose. So San Antonio is better than Fort Worth. I don't know, Cody. I don't want to answer for you, but San Antonio is definitely a little bit more like closer to Mexico because it literally is closer to Mexico. But I mean, you might be average Mexican enjoyer. You might come to find you're an average Mexican enjoyer. And it's not so bad. I like the way that San Antonio looks. I think it's pretty cool. I like San Antonio personally. FW Fort Worth is probably my number one choice, though. Yeah, that was why it was in our top 10 picks, top 5 picks. Cody Moose. Chad Donor Schwantz says, "Why does your PP look like you just coomed?" Well, if you take a look at the Bitcoin and Ethereum charts, that might be the reason. The answer to your question. I'm planning on moving out of California and moving to Texas since there's no income tax and better quality of life. Texas does have an income tax, right? A state tax. It's just not, it's very minuscule, right? As far as my understanding, I thought us Floridians, were the only ones that didn't have a state income tax, but Josh was remote before it was cool. It was cool back then, dude. It was cool for me. I was like, shoo. You mean I get to work from my bed? I heard Austin has Duke piles on the streets just like San Francisco. Does it really? Well, I guess it was only a matter of time, right? You know what they say? You know what they say about the things that go W-O-K-E. Shh. Shh. People won't like that I said that. Shh, 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 shh. Check out some of the smaller cities too. They're usually pretty based, like Plano, for example. Yeah, guys, look, I've showed you guys. Here, look, we'll do it again, guys. We'll do it again. I will show you all. I will show you something, and you will be happy. All right. I will show you all. Check out on this little map right here, guys. So Z Beach, all right, Z Miami Beach. Now you guys know where I live. Oh no. Oh no, I've been doxxed. It's all right. Come and do something. Come and take it, fellas. Come and take it. All right. So like if you really want to be, if you're like, I want to be a Brickell maximalist and you want to live like in a downtown city area, you can do that. All right. You can live in South Beach as well. If you want to be like a super, like kind of different kind of person, you could go live in the Keys. All right. But to be honest with you guys, like, I would say that Surfside made John McAfee's private keys and 31 terabyte hard drive rest in peace. That's pretty cool. Like Bay Harbor Island is pretty cool. Sunny Isles is pretty cool. Hollandale Beach is pretty cool. Hollywood, Miami is pretty cool. North Miami is all right. Miami Shores is pretty cool. Like all these like, and that's just the Miami area. Like if you go to like little small towns, guys, like I'll tell you what. I haven't been to any of these, but I've heard Coral Springs is all right. I heard Homeside's pretty desolate. So not that being desolate would be bad. I mean, there's a plethora of like little tiny towns. You guys want to see some nice towns, man? I'll tell you what, brother. Let me tell you something. There's a nice old town here. There's a nice old tiny town in good old southern Mississippi, about 30 miles east New Orleans, called Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. They have probably like 300 people that live there. I'm just kidding. They probably have like I don't know. Let's find out. It's got to be like close to like maybe 70,000 people. Let's see. Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. Population 13,000 people. They have 13,000 people that live in this place. And it's, I mean, you guys, there's every kind of store there you want. I mean, if you really got to go get something nice, you can just go ahead and just drive to New Orleans for about 30 minutes. Or you could drive to one of the malls over here. But the people there, everyone there is very nice, polite. They'll leave you the fuck alone. There's a beach. It's not a nice beach, but everything's cheap as hell. So like you can go, like you don't have to live, guys, in like you don't have to live in like the coolest place ever. Smaller cities, if you're like a person like me, I'll be honest, guys. It sounds dumb coming from the guy who's has Miami Beach like in the background, but if you are like me and you like to be left the fuck alone, do not come live in Miami Beach. I put up with it, but I like Miami Beach. I'm not gonna lie. I like Miami Beach and I like Miami in general. But moving here was definitely an adjustment for someone who is just used to being a small town southern man where people just leave you the fuck alone, where everything's super cheap. It's not a bad life, guys. It's not a bad life. If you're not a person that needs social activity regularly, if you don't need to be stimulated all the time and you like to be quiet, small places, live there, have a nice remote job, your salary is like probably worth 20% more than what it would be in a big city. Use Amazon if you need to buy something cool. Like I don't like, not that bad because it's wokey. Yep. We mean San Antonio, not San Antonio, Austin. Austin's what you mean. Yep. Brianna says, when I see the posts of recruiters on LinkedIn crying about getting ghosted, it warms my heart a little bit. I bet, dude. That warms mine too. The San Antonio River Walk was cool when I was a kid. Bottom line, if you're cool with Mexican culture, you probably like San Antonio a lot. State tax? Yeah, does Texas not have a state tax? I thought they did. I still thought that they did. Or, of course, if you really like it, you could always give El Paso a try. I thought about Florida, but Texas is closer to Florida than California. Don't be lazy, bro. Just go where you want. If you want to go to Texas, go to Texas. If you want to go to Florida, you know what you should do? You know what you should do, man? You should go and like spend a week or two in the areas that you're considering living in and just like testing it out. Like go get an Airbnb. I mean, my mentor, my great mentor, and also very good friend, Jonathan MLD, he always tells people go somewhere for 2 weeks and get an Airbnb and see if you like it. I think a week is enough. Like you could spend a week somewhere and you should be able to know by then whether or not like you like a place. But hey, if you want to do 2 weeks, do 2 weeks too. So you could go and do that and try and figure it out, see if you like it. Be warned, property taxes and EP are higher than Austin. Matt W says, yeah, Roosh V filmed Austin in his travel vlog before it was deleted. He pointed out the Duke factor. No way. Roosh's travel vlog got deleted on YouTube? No way. No way. No fucking way. He also filmed the Rainbow Banner churches in my city and how the public library a few blocks from me has been taken over by homeless. El Mayo, he was not wrong about that. So I'll trust him on Austin. Okay. I expect to see a lot more homeless people everywhere in the country, even nice places, in the next coming 6 months. Don't ask me why. Shit. Man, I must have some kind of crystal ball. Man, to make a bold prediction like that. Or I might be one of the last people with common sense left on planet Earth. I like what South Dakota has to offer. I like the sound of that. I don't know a slime and new pepper soda on about no South Dakota boy, but it sounds cool. Sounds pretty like rugged. What's Mobile, Alabama like? Good question, Matt. Thank you for asking because I love Mobile. My brother is up in Birmingham. It's decent there. Yeah, Birmingham's cool. Mobile is cool, dude. Mobile is actually a lot of those cities in the Floribama line, which they just kind of like, there's Florida and there's Alabama, and then there's like Floribama, and Floribama is like its own, people there like say that they're from Floribama. It's kind of like its own thing. Floribama is cool, dude. Mobile, kind of close to that Floribama area. Mobile's not bad, dude. Mobile's not bad. It's a lot better than Tuscaloosa, Alabama. Roll Tide. I want to be left alone. Is Fort Worth good for that? I don't know. I'm sure you could be if you wanted to, dude. But probably not, right? You probably want to go. You probably want to be a small town southern man if you wanted to be left alone. You're probably better off going to Bay St. Louis, Mississippi. In the outskirts, more so. But yeah, people genuinely nice and leave you alone. Yeah, that's why I want to move to Delaware. Coast possibly. I'm a beach guy. Yes, I am also a beach guy. I cannot be landlocked, friends. Guys, I went to Ole Miss, the University of Mississippi, for Coolidge, for college. And it's in North Mississippi. It's basically like almost in Tennessee. And I hated being away from the coast. I felt like dead inside. And I would like literally feel like I would come be rejuvenated when I was next to the water again. So I don't think I can live like landlocked ever. Roosh has been deleted, bud? No way. His whole channel? No fucking way. No way. Yeah, I believe you, but damn. Are you sure 2 weeks is enough to really get to know an area? No, it's not enough to really get to know the area. You would do that when you move there, but 2 weeks should be enough for you to know if you like it or not, man. Like, I'll tell you what. Go book a Airbnb for 2 weeks in the Treme neighborhood of New Orleans, Louisiana. And I'll wait about 24 hours for you to tell me that you realize that you do not want to live there as someone who's lived there. And then go book an Airbnb in, I don't know. What's a good city, guys? Miami, Florida, right next to the beach, and tell me like, hey, did you like it? Maybe you don't. Maybe you don't like the beach. Then, I don't know, South Carolina. You probably like that a lot more than New Orleans, Louisiana. 2 weeks will give you a rough idea. I personally do a month. Everyone's different. Look, I said 1 week. I'm like, guys, I'm pretty like, if I don't make a decision almost like not immediately, but I make decisions pretty quick. And I'm pretty like I'm pretty steadfast in my I have a lot of conviction in the things I make decisions for. So if it takes me a while to make a decision, you know that it might be important, but that's just me though. I make decisions quick. I know I have decided gut feelings on things pretty quick. So like me, it might take me like a week to figure that out. But you guys, it might take you guys a month. If you can afford to go from place to place, dude, go try as many places as you can, man, for as long as you can. Why the fuck not, right? Why the fuck not? Josh has the Bogdanov crystal ball. Dude, just must have a goddamn crystal ball to know. Floribama sounds like a snack. They have good food there. Sounds like Pennsyltucky. Pennsyltucky, is that a thing? Is that a thing, guys? Pennsyltucky? Spark55 says, I like landlocked, but only with a river or lake. It's doable with like a river or lake, right? I like the Gulf Coast, so I tried Mobile. Again, Rouge said it was bright red and nice for the non-hipster that goes by car and not a fixed gear soysicle. Matt, stop, dude. You're always making me laugh, bro. Yeah, no, it's yeah, Mobile is definitely a non-hipster area, bro. All the people that moved to hipster areas, they come from they were raised in places like that, and they're like, man, I hate my family. Goddamn, my mom and dad would always get mad at me when I kissed my cousin Sally. Shoo. Those are the guys that turn into hipsters. Chad says, legend has it, Old Miss girls are hot. What say you, small town Southern man? Yes, they are. They are very hot. Trust me. I'm a doctor. Definitely trust me. Are they still hot? In 2022? I don't know. Probably not as hot. Back in my day, shit, them Old Miss girls were way more prime for the pickings. I don't know. I heard like, I heard college enrollment this year so far in 2022 was 90% female, only 10% male nationwide. So I don't know. Ole Miss was definitely changing. Excuse me. We can't say Ole Miss anymore. The University of Mississippi has definitely changed a lot since literally from the year I started there to the year I graduated. It was like a 25% change every year. By the way, the University of Mississippi is basically run by New Orleans politicians. Really fucking strange. That's why a lot of New Orleans people end up going there. But yes, those women's definitely very good looking. I cannot lie, Chad. I cannot lie. I live on the Pennsylvania border. Cody LL at the end of the blue tidal wave, West Philly. Shit, you just doxed yourself, Matt. Everybody go to Matt. Everybody go to the blue tidal wave west from Philly and go meet Matt W. I'll definitely try out both ideas and spend 1.5 weeks in Florida and then Texas. Yeah, and go try some other places too, man. Why not? You might like some other places too. Fortunately, and I do say I moved, but I mean I was back and forth from Miami to New Orleans, like, excuse me, almost weekly for like 2 months straight. And by then I was like, all right, I know that's where I want to be. It do be like that. Uh-oh, Cody's gonna come meet you, dude. Cody's gonna come meet you, bro. Cody, I thought you lived in Texas, man. Am I missing something here? Just when you think you know a guy. Just when you think you know your guy. So, guys, what do you guys think about this Elon Musk thing? Like, and also, I really, guys, I don't think the whole unrealized capital tax gains thing, I really don't see that like coming to fruition, guys. Like, I mean, I lied. I could definitely see it, them trying to do that, but call me crazy, but that could actually make more money go into crypto than what it's in there now. Because I mean, where can you keep your money? Let's just say this. Let's say this, guys. I'm definitely not going to be talking about the government in real life. I'm all talking about in a video game, all right? Everything I'm about to say is in a video game, all right? Don't get it twisted. So let's say you're playing a video game, and it's a video game that mimics life. Maybe it's The Sims, all right? And let's say you've tried really hard, and you've worked your way out of poverty. A lot of hard work, a lot of blood, sweat, and tears to be able to live a good life that you want to live. And then let's just say that everything that you have to store this hard work, the fruits of your labor, so, you know, money, assets, wealth, whatever. Let's say that this bully in the video game, first they try to kill you, And then they try to say, well, you didn't die, so I'm going to have to take all your money regularly. You need to, sir, you're going to need to, first of all, you're going to need to stop. You're going to need to turn around, pull your pants down, bend over. And by the way, they want you to take up the butt too. So the bully's like, how about you just turn around, bend over, pull your pants down? And you say, no, I'm not going to do that. No, why would, no, I don't, that doesn't sound enjoyable to me at all. Why would I want to do that? And they're like, all right, fine. Okay. Then just empty your pockets, give us everything. And also give me the keys to your house because you worked too hard and you took advantage of opportunities when they were presented to you. And you don't deserve that. And we deserve it because we did absolutely nothing. I'm going to need you to do that right now. And in fact, I'm going to take that money and I'm going to use it to fund very nefarious acts all throughout the world, in the video game, of course, not the real world, in the video game. And I'm going to force you to pay for it. In fact, a majority of these things that we're going to use this money on are going to be morally against what you believe morally. Would you say, sure, that sounds great. I know I already told you no to you asking me to turn around, bend over, pull my pants down. And I know I also said no to you trying to make me kill myself. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and do that. In a video game, of course. If this video game did exist and that rule was put in place in a video game, I would think that maybe not the majority, maybe not all, but maybe some people would just be like, nope, we can't even take you seriously anymore because you're kind of like you're just a bad guy, a bad character in that video game. And yeah, nobody listens to you anymore, so we're not going to either. You can eat dirt. So I don't know. I don't know if that's actually going to happen, but maybe if Mr. Musk is actually thinking enough to sell 10% of his stonks, then maybe it actually might happen, guys. Maybe it actually might. Chad says, if unrealized cap gains are a thing, are unrealized cap losses too? You know the answer to that question. Everyone knows the answer to that question. Of course not, right? It would make sense to. It would make sense for them to also, for you to be able to have unrealized capital losses, right? Which, if that was the case, I would be huge. I would have a huge unrealized capital loss because the pigeon, guys. If you guys remember the pigeon, I would have a huge unrealized capital loss. So it would be a shame. Sure would be a shame at the same thing that they use to try to help them bite them in the ass. But you know the answer to that question. Of course it's no. It would make too much sense to be, yeah. Everything they do, nothing they do makes sense. In fact, I think it goes against their policy, their religion, because it's like I guess it's a fucking religion now. It goes against their religion to do anything that makes sense, right? So of course not. Nonstop Dre also says, if that law got passed, wouldn't it just force lots of people to sell their homes and be able to pay? Yeah, but think about it, man. I talked about that in a previous stream, guys. Which one was it, guys? You tell me. I don't know. I talked about this before. I'll explain this to people. It doesn't make any sense. Now, I'm surely there would be some exceptions. Like, all right, so let's say that does happen, and they make an exception for basically almost everything except for cryptocurrency and stocks. Now, out of the people in the last 5 years who have purchased cryptocurrency and the people in the last 5 years who have purchased stocks, who do you think has earned more money? Go ahead and answer it in your heads, guys. You know the answer. Shh. You know it's crypto. Come on, we know. Now, at that point, it would be kind of obvious that the sole reason why they're doing that, well, then you know why. Then you'd know why, right? Government run them pockets. This is a stick up. Yep. Spark55 says, TBH, most people are compliant idiots. Just look at the beer bug lockdown, I think. Though I think privacy coins could finally get massive incentive to be used by masses. Yeah, that's the thing, dude. Like, Pareto principle, right? 80-20. I think 80% of people will just be like, waging number 72.40, and they would just fall in line. Yeah, but not us smart folk, though, right? Listen here. I like you, and I want your assets. We can do this the easy way, or we can do this the hard way. The choice is yours. Yep. That basically would be what it'd be like. USA government 2023. We are bringing insane asylums back for all people who don't agree with us in a video game, of course. Yes, of course, in a video game. They would never do that in real life, right? Patricio in the Who's. What's up, dude? Bonjour, Mr. Elon. Can't wait to claim all the unrealized children come tax time. Yeah, dude. Man, how many unrealized children do you have? Thoughts on Washington State to live in? They have nice scenery. I've only been to Seattle, and I know that it was very gloomy and depressing, but I was there when I was like 16. So I will be 30. I will be turning 30 in 11 days. That was like almost half my lifetime ago. So I might not have the best opinion on that, but that's perfect example what we were talking about earlier, Virens. Like, go and spend the time there in Airbnb and check it out and see if you like it, man. See if you like it. The government makes sense. Making sense is bad for business for them. The people will realize that they're in source of problems. Yeah, dude. Yep. They're in a video game course, not in real life. We love the government, IRL. And so, like, if you don't realize by now that they don't like you, in fact, they don't love you. In fact, they don't like you. In fact, they actually might want to get rid of you. And you still trust them enough to be able to insert whatever thing sounds dumb that you think you should do, not do there. Wah, 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 wah. Man, it's moments like that. I wish I had my stream board, my sound, my what is it called, guys? What is it called? Hey, Light, what is it called? Did you guys hear that? He was like, that was pretty loud. Soundboard, my soundboard. Maybe I should set it up, guys. Maybe I should set it up again. And no income tax, I think, in Washington State? Really? Centralized News Network 2022. Orange Man promotes Orange Coin. If grunge came from Seattle, I think it's a depressing city. Yeah. Don't worry. The government is going to give... Oh, yeah. Is that actually true? Man, oh man, if so... Wah, 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 wah. Hey, so, like... Listen, guys. Listen. Mr. Elon Gate, Mr. Elon, I suggest, Elon, that you take that money. I suggest you sell... I suggest, bro, you know what? Straight up, dude. I suggest you go and sell 80% of your fucking Tesla shares and just buy Bitcoin with it right now at the top, right now. Literally, just buy it. Just do it, dude. Don't be a girl. Don't be a sissy. And you know, it would be a shame, Elon. It would be a shame if you lost your private keys in a boating accident. It sure would be a shame come time to pay back your $15 billion that you're going to owe when you don't have the ability to pay it. It sure would be a shame. And speaking of the comment that I just had highlighted that I had to hurry up and unhide because I gotta be afraid. I think it's starting to get kind of obvious now that the people who are kind of obeying the rules, like good little, like I've been saying, I'm not talking about like laws, right? Not saying that wouldn't be, some of them wouldn't be included in that, but it's starting to become obvious that the people who obey the rules get punished for them, and the people that don't obey the rules get rewarded. It's kind of like you guys, some of you guys, some of my audience, you guys know that Rollo Tomasi guy. what does he say about women and alphas and betas? They make rules for the betas and they break rules for the alphas. It's kind of like, it's kind of like something a little natural. Like there's nature has something to do with all this craziness going on. Who'd have thunk it? Oh yeah, that's it. Shh, no, hide the comment. No, oh my God. I'm about to go pimp out some undocumented out there in this case. Shit. In a video game, of course. Yes. Roland Tamasa. Yes. So hopefully Elon takes that advice. If not, whatever, we'll find out pretty soon. I love you guys. I'm going to go stare at the charts all night long and hopefully go to sleep before 6 o'clock in the morning. Have a great night.